Welcome to a primetime Yeshiva League matchup of varsity girls basketball. It's the Frisch Cougars and the SAR Sting facing off in the second game of a doubleheader after the JV teams of the same schools played a little basketball game. Frisch came out on top by a large margin. I forgot the exact score, but it was quite large. I think Frisch scored about 54 points. I'm Ellie Madoff alongside Harry Small, and I'll hand it off to Harry now for his predictions about the game.
Oh, man, it's great to be here. I mean, seeing as how the last game went, I'm not feeling great for the Sting. But, we do have a very, very dedicated varsity roster that I think could really, really win this game by a large margin, and I honestly think could win it all.
I agree. The Sting coming into the game at 3-4, the Cougars coming into the game at 5-2. The Sting are led by the senior Ellie Rice and the junior Megan Horowitz. Megan Horowitz, I would consider a legend here at SAR. I don't know about you, Harry.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to agree. Probably top 3 in Yeshiva League history. I think that's pretty safe to say.
That might be a bit strong, but
I think it's pretty safe to say.
I see where you're going.
She's not 3 and she's not 2, which means that there's only one spot left, and that is number 1.
And the tip. SAR wins the tip. Here comes Ellie Rice. The Sting trying to set up the offense. She swings it. Pass inside to Horowitz. Strong to the basket. It's good.
What a finish, and that's why she's the number 1 player in Yeshiva League history.
Did you expect anything else? A basket for Megan Horowitz to start off the game?
Nothing else. That's exactly what I see every single time I watch some SAR varsity Sting basketball.
I agree. The Sting score quickly. That was one of the quickest baskets I've ever seen, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, they really came out here out of the jump, ready, prepared. Seems like they've been scouting this Frisch team.
And the Cougars now with the ball. It's tipped by the Sting. The Cougars will inbound again. The ball goes to Hannah Schachter. Pass inside. Now out, and the Cougars getting some nice ball movement. That's tipped by the Sting. Recovered by the Cougars in the corner. Up to Eliana Bain. Now swung to the corner. She may be out of bounds, but that one was not seen by the refs. To Bain. Tipped by the Sting. That's Albel, I believe.
Great play there.
Albel gives it to the senior, Ellie Rice, and they'll set up the offense. Pass inside again to Horowitz. What a play. Shot up. No good. Rebound, Brody. That one's good.
Great shot. You got to love that on the glass. Hustle. Respect. Got to love to see that.
And Judaism.
And Judaism.
Becca
you're not
Brody.
throwing in Judaism, you're not doing it correctly.
Becca Brody is the brother of Rafi Jasper Brody, who plays for the varsity boys basketball
And that is
team.
Incorrect. She is the brother of
she's
the
a
sister of Josh Brody.
Oh, I knew that. What am I saying? That's correct.
Terrible mistake.
Yeah,
by,
that's awful.
By
Here comes Ellie Rice. Pass inside to Horowitz. She can't handle it. Taken over by the Cougars. And here comes Frisch. SAR with a nice job of setting up the defense before the Cougars could capitalize. That's a 3-ball. No good off the front rim. Jump ball. That will stay with the Cougars. I apologize if I'm not quick with the names of the Frisch players. We have a sheet here, but I'm not too quick with the reading and the numbers and matching it up. So I apologize, okay?
We will get better as the game progresses, though.
We will. Pass inside, tipped by Rice, and down goes the first player, number 20. That's Emily Lieberman. Back up top to Rice. Now down to the corner. That's Lola Kolb. Lola Kolb is taking the place of Grace Bruder, as Grace Bruder is not here today. Ellie Rice at the top of the key being guarded by Bain. Pass inside to Brody. Into Horowitz. She goes down. She'll go to the line for 2. You love to see that. SAR Sting getting to the foul line early.
Yeah, I mean, this SAR Sting offense has been commanding.
I would agree.
Extraordinary.
Megan will go to the line for 2. That's Megan Horowitz. We'll see if the Sting can go up 6-0 here. The first shot's no good off the front rim. And Megan nods her head. She looks like she's committed to hit this second shot. The scoreboard messed up there. It put the 6 on the board, even though she missed a shot, and Horowitz misses both. The Sting coming down to play defense as Bain has the ball in the corner. Pass up top. Down to the corner, shot in the baseline. No good. Rebound, Horowitz. Horowitz passes it up to Kolb. Kolb back to Rice. And the Sting will set up the offense once again. Kolb with a pump fake. Tries to get behind the baseline. She tips it out of bounds. And that's the Cougars' ball. The Cougars trying to put some points on the board here before we can, before this thing can go on a run. Pass out to number 20. I'll get the name eventually. I believe that's Lieberman. Nice little floater, but that's no good. Misses everything. And in comes Kobe Moskowitz on the top.
I think it's time to talk about how smothering this SAR defense has been.
I agree.
I mean, this zone is looking extraordinary, exemplimentary. I mean, all words that I learned just yesterday.
The vocabulary is on point today for Harry Small.
Absolutely.
As Rice swings it to Kolb. That shot's blocked. Rebound by Georgia Danishevsky. The tough name to pronounce, but I don't want to do it. That's what I do.
You. Great rebound and play by Frisch.
Here comes Bain. The layup. That one's good. And the Frisch bench with a nice little clap to get their team going. Here comes Rice. By the way, if you're just joining us, this is Frisch SAR. I'm Ellie Madoff alongside Harry Small. That three ball is no good. Rebound by Brody. Put back up. Another rebound by Brody. Oh, and that one misses everything. And the teams go to the floor. Megan Horowitz is an aggressive stop. She smiles towards the ref. I guess the ref gave her a compliment. I'm not sure. Would you agree?
I mean, it's hard not to compliment her game. I mean, we've seen already a number of baskets, and she's gotten to the line.
I agree.
Done a great job.
That's Hannah Friedman to the corner. Oh, down goes Frisch. To the floor. That's a nice hustle play. Jump ball. Which way will the possession arrow point? It stays with the Cougars, and in comes Zoe Fromm, the senior. I believe she subbed in for Georgia Danishevsky. Oh, my apologies, she did not. That's Lieberman on top of the key. To Friedman. Ellie Rice with the steal.
And again, this SAR zone defense has been more smothering.
Rice to Fromm, inside to Brody. It's good.
Absolutely beautiful. Defense leads to offense. Defense wins championships. Offense wins championships. So basically be a good basketball team and you'll win championships.
I couldn't agree more. That's Bain on the top of the key. Inside to number 32. That's Annabelle Silverman. That shot's good. And the Frisch Cougars cut the lead to 2. So Ellie Rice seems to be taking up the ball due to the absence of Grace Bruder, who's being subbed in by Layla Kolb. That's a lot of names there for you at home to remember, but I believe you guys could do it. Here comes Lieberman with the steal.
I mean, a star-studded roster that has been making plays. Horowitz with the rebound in transition.
Up to Rice. That ball to Brody is tipped, but it stays here with the Sting. The Frisch bench, very vocal tonight. I like it. That's Danishevsky, pass inside to Brody, no good. Rebound by Horowitz. And of course,
who
what else? But Megan Horowitz to get some points on the board for the Sting.
Yeah, I mean,
as they push the lead to 4.
I really think that we've got some UConn scouts in attendance on this stream watching.
I hope so. Zoe Fromm with the steal to Rice. And here comes the Sting. Rice getting aggressive. That shot's no good. Rebound by Danishevsky. Back out to Rice. She can't handle it. Tries to save it. To Brody. Fromm at the top of the key. And that's a walk. Shuffling the feet. You got to put the ball on the floor.
This Frisch bench has been quite electric, I will say.
I agree.
Great cheerleaders. Questionable basketball players, but, you know.
In comes number 13 for the Sting. For the Cougars, I apologize. That's Eva Rothschild to inbound. She'll give it to number 5. Number 5 is, wait for it, Hannah Friedman. At the beginning of this game, I'm going to be a little slow with the names, but trust me, guys, the people at home, the viewers, the supporters of Sting and Cougar basketball, I'm going to get it. That shot's no good. Aggressive rebound by Rothschild. Put back up off the glass. No good. Rebound by number 32, Annabelle Silverman. Now back out to Bain for 3 from the corner. Way off. Top of the backboard. And that ball will go to SAR. So the coach of the Sting, I believe, Harry Small, you know from middle school?
Absolutely. I mean, she was my 4th grade English and history teacher. She taught me everything I know, and she taught me my very, I think you could say expanded vernacular if you're trying to be accurate.
I agree. So Megan Horowitz, I was surprised as she got blocked. But we know Megan Horowitz. She's not getting blocked. She got fouled. She'll go to the line. First shot.
Of course, bucket.
So Megan was actually on my bus for Machach Ba'aretz, the Israel program, and Megan will miss the second one. But yeah, I just felt like that was needed to be said.
Yeah, I mean, you can
rebound
tell
goes
that there
to
was a high level of basketball skill on that bus. It's hard to deny that.
It's true. It's true. Here comes Bain to the corner. That's a long two. No good. Rebound by Frisch. Back out to Friedman. Shot. No good off the front rim. The Sting tried to tip it. That's Georgia Danishevsky. And I guess the Sting got the ball. I thought that was Frisch ball, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. One thing I can say is I've been hearing a lot of rumors on the rumor report that that Frisch is a team that should be guarded through man, but this SAR zone has been smothering him.
I did hear that. An anonymous player / student / friend / acquaintance came up to us and said, I'm not sure if the 3-2 zone, the 2-3 zone is going to work on Frisch today. I believe they should be playing a man. It seems early here that the zone is working as they've held the Cougars to 4 points. Brody on the top of the key gives it to Kolb. That's Danishevsky. To Megan inside. Layup. No good. Horowitz on the floor. And she'll be called for a foul. The subs come in. That's Jordana Weinstein and Ellie Rice. Jordana Weinstein, a member of the junior class of 23. Respect all around.
I got to say, that's probably the best class in the school, as that is the one that I am a part of.
I would agree. And I would also agree that even though it's the first quarter, and it's only 9-4, this basketball game is exciting. It's interesting. So don't go anywhere, folks. Don't go and grab a snack. It's worth it to be hungry if you're going to watch Frisch and SAR duke it out on the basketball court. Here comes Rice. Up atop to Kolb. Layup. No good. Rebound by the Sting. Out to Kolb. Brody tries to dish it inside to Weinstein there. Joffrey trying to do some coach on the sideline. Mr. Joffrey is our AD here, our athletic director. And hey, you could see us on the broadcast booth.
Of course.
Emma Shaken, wave to the camera. Minimal wave from Emma Shaken, but you know,
very important part of the broadcast team.
We'll take it. Here comes the Cougars. That's Eva Rothschild. The tongue twisters are immense today.
Quite.
Rebound, Sting. Here comes Georgia Danishevsky up the Kolb. Can she make the layup? Oh, that's rejected by the Cougars.
From 24.
Sydney Weinbloat.
Sydney Weinbloat.
Bloat.
That is a very difficult name to read off of a sheet, but I will say it was a phenomenal block.
I would like to apologize. Oh, that's a nice touch right there from Ellie Rice as she hits a baseline jumper. But I'd like to apologize to Sydney Weinbloat's family, friends, dog, cat, whatever.
Yeah. At SAR, we would really like to apologize as a whole.
It's not Sydney's fault. It's my fault because I have trouble pronouncing her name.
Yeah, we would.
We'll get there.
We could send a gift basket and all.
Rice to Kolb. Layup. That one's good. Nice touch off the glass. And the Sting are converting fast break after fast break. That seems to be the key here tonight. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's really turning defense into offense, and it's great to watch.
Yep, I agree. Pass inside. Nice ball movement to the baseline. Shot by Friedman. No good. Weinstein struggles to handle that rebound there, and it will stay with the Frisch Cougars. Now, just a little side note here. The Frisch Cougars and the SAR Sting are playing tomorrow. Not basketball. They're actually playing volleyball.
Ooh.
And that,
some could say even a more important game if you are more into volleyball.
I agree. That shot to end the first quarter was no good. It was an air ball.
Yeah.
But stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. This game's about to get exciting. If you're watching at home, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, even your second cousins. I know no one thinks that second cousins are real cousins, but they are. So invite them to watch the Frisch and SIR game.
Absolutely.
We need the viewers. Tell your dog. I want to see the dogs on the stream.
Yeah. If you've got a picture of your dog, let us know. We're not going to show your dog because, I don't know, your dog's kind of trash. But, like, you know, I'd love to know.
Now, so the stands have emptied because the varsity game before the junior varsity game before this, the stands were quite full. everyone seemed to leave because the late buses have left. And we have 13 viewers now, so that's a good look.
That is quite a good look. I mean, you know, you got to see the fans in attendance really repping the black and gold, black and yellow.
And I would say, so earlier today, breaking news out of the Yeshiva League. There's been a new rule put in place. Away fans are not allowed at away courts, games, schools. So, for instance, I'll give you an example. Let's say Frisch is playing TABC, right? And they're playing at TABC.
Of course, in men's basketball, as TABC does not have a women's team.
And Frisch has some fans attend the game at TABC. Frisch would now have to forfeit that game. So we urge everyone, do not go to games you're not supposed to be at. It's not good for mental health.
It's not good for the safety of our players.
It's not good for physical health. And it's not good for the morality of the Yeshiva League. They ask us not to go, we won't go.
Absolutely.
Capiche?
Capiche.
Love to see it. The Sting up 13-4 with 7:42 in the second quarter to go. That's Zoe Fromm with the inbound pass to Rice. Oh, a hard pass inside can't be handled by Brody, and the Cougars take over. Tough shot. That's rejected, and the coach loves it. Steinmetz? No.
Zelenitz.
Steinmetz is the coach of the Yeshiva, I believe.
I believe
I don't know why I said
could
Steinmetz.
be the case.
Yeshiva
However,
suffering a tough loss this weekend, ending their 50-game winning streak.
You know, they were record breakers. They got on ESPN. One of these days there'll be a 30 for 30 on it, but that day is just unfortunately not today.
Here comes Rice. The defense set up, and Rice directing traffic. Fromm with a tough screen, and she stepped out of bounds. That's tough. That's the tough thing about wearing white shoes, you know?
Yeah.
The out-of-bounds lines are black. So when the white shoes contrast with the black line, it's very
especially
easy.
in the white and black gym.
Yeah, it's very easy for the referees here to differentiate. Yeah, I said differentiate. That's my new vocabulary for today.
Did you learn that from your 4th grade English teacher?
I did not. But it's very easy for them to differentiate between the shoe and the line. They call it out of bounds. Now it's the Cougars' ball. A timeout was called, so we'll watch the refs throw the ball around. Quite exciting.
Yeah, I mean, that game ball traveled at roughly 4 miles an hour.
Yep, and by the way,
very speedy.
Good point here. Paige Ratner for Frisch is wearing the number 00. I don't know why, but I just like 00.
00, I mean,
like
when you think
zero,
of 00, you think of Aaron Gordon, you think of dunk contest winners. If you don't see her go up for a slam.
Harry's giggling over here, but this is serious. This is Yeshiva League basketball, a primetime game. We have about 7 fans in attendance, and this one's going to get heated. 7:17 left, 13-4. Sting leads. Also, I would like to say, the Frisch roster seems notably bigger than the SAR roster. I'm not sure if that's an SAR thing or a Frisch thing.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the SAR roster only has maybe there's some injuries, or maybe we have less people on it.
Due to Omicron?
Yeah.
People at home.
I think it's called Omicron, actually.
Omicron. I don't know.
I don't think your 4th grade English
I'm
teacher
not a
taught
doctor.
you how to pronounce words correctly, but
Listen,
don't worry about it.
I'm not a doctor.
I'm here to correct
please,
you.
If you're in a public place with people that don't want to get COVID, put a mask on, okay? It's not that hard.
Absolutely. We are masked up in the booth, of course, staying safe.
Possibly. We might not be, because it might be harder for the microphone to pick us up if we're wearing a mask.
Absolutely.
Bain inside to Friedman. Ball on the floor. Let's back outside to the Frisch Cougars. Shot by Bain. 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Cougars. Aggressive layup, no good. Rebound, Brody. Brody gives it to Rice. And I'm looking here. Who is number 2 for the Cougars? I will let you know. You guessed it. It's Hannah Schachter. I'll remember that name now. Rice driving to the right. Pass inside to Brody. Good ball movement. That shot's good. That's just good Yeshiva League basketball. You love to see that at the varsity level.
Yeah, I mean, it already feels like Brody's on pace for a double-double. She's got like 15 points and 15 rebounds already.
I wouldn't say that much, but I do agree she might be on pace for a double-double.
I think it's highly possible.
Rothschild, no good. A struggle for the ball. That one's recovered by Megan Horowitz, of course. Megan Horowitz gives it to Ellie Rice. Now, I don't know about you, but I really want to see a particular player get in for the Sting.
Who is that you would like to see?
I'll tell you. It's Julia Leibowitz. You know why?
Why?
Because she's in my Gemara class. And
she's in my Gemara class as well.
All she does is steig and learn Torah.
Absolutely.
And I just want to see her get in the game. You know, she deserves it.
Very devoted student, very devoted athlete. You can see putting up shots when everyone else is sleeping.
Exactly.
5-star athlete, 5-star student.
And it's a tough thing to be a student athlete here in the Yeshiva League.
Absolutely.
And she, I would say, pulls it off. And is she going to get into the game? No, she just stood up for a timeout. But if she gets into the game,
space for the players who are playing on the bench.
If she gets into the game, I'll assure you that this crowd is going to go crazy.
Absolutely, all 7 fans in attendance will.
I think the number went up because we got a couple more. I think it's closer to double digits now.
Wow.
I'll do a little counting job and get back to you in about 2 seconds.
Yeah, I believe in you.
It seems as though we have 10 fans in attendance. But you know what? That's not too bad for a later game. This game started at 7:30. People got to get home. They got to eat dinner. They got to do their homework. They got to do their research paper. They got to read their history chapters.
Absolutely. So, if you're an A push, that is only.
Yeah, it's
if you
true.
take A push.
And I am a little disappointed. I'm disappointed that the fans aren't as prominent as they were for the JV game. But this is what happens. You play a late game, and the players are dedicated here, being here this late, to try and get a dub, push their record to 500.
Absolutely, and for all of our fans on the West Coast, it's really only 5 o'clock, so
that is
everyone
true.
should be tuned in.
They're probably just getting home from work, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, if you go to a Yeshiva League school, which I would assume most of our listeners do, they are probably just getting out of school as well.
I agree. Rice. Oh, that shot's blocked, and down goes Danishevsky. A struggle for the ball. Horowitz on the floor. Rice recovers shot. No good. Misses everything. Rebound Frisch. That rebound will go to number 4. Sarah Yulkut. Tipped by the Sting. Recovered by the Cougars. Shot by Bain. No good.
I've seen her attempt a lot of threes right now. Maybe she's feeling like Steph Curry. I don't know.
That shot is good, though. Nice little floater. Nice little touch. Flick of the wrist. We'd like to see that live at the Hive. That was Hannah Schachter. Rice, hard pass. Now kick back out to Kolb. Shot. That one's good. And she puts the 3 up to let everyone know she hit that 3.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw
3-pointers. Yeah, I mean, you've seen Frisch attempt a lot. They haven't fallen for them, unfortunately, if you are a Frisch fan. But for SAR, it's looking very nice.
I agree. And big shout out to Avi Kretzfelder for doing the scoreboard today.
Absolutely. I mean,
it's tough to do.
See him. He's really in his bag right now.
He is.
Pencil, pen, doesn't matter. Hell, you could give him a stylus.
He'll still bang it out. I bet he could do it even on an iPad.
I bet he could.
Procreate?
I bet he doesn't even need paper.
That shot's no good. Rebound by Brody. Brody tries to find one of her teammates. She finds Horowitz. Horowitz gives it to Rice. Rice-Horowitz, that's a nice duo. I love it.
And really, once you add Brody in, you've got a big 3. You're talking about D. Wade, Chris Bosh, and LeBron James in Miami.
I agree.
That's really what I'm seeing as far as
I agree. In the Yeshiva League, I would agree.
Absolutely.
They seem to be making quite an impact here as the Stinger up 20-6.
Yeah.
You just love to see that. I love to see that. An early lead. They're up by 14 in the second quarter. There's 4:42 remaining, and they're inbounding the ball. Rice inside to Brody. Handled by Horowitz. No good. That was a high IQ play by Horowitz, though, to back up her teammate. That's rebounded by Frisch. That's Sarah Yulkut.
It seems like there's a trap in the backcourt, but
here comes Frisch.
She's able to get out of it.
Schachter at the top of the key. Gives it to Bain. Back to Bain from the corner. That shot's no good.
Another 3. Interesting. It seems like Frisch hasn't been able to break the zone from the Sting.
And a foul on the floor on Georgia Danishevsky.
I don't know about you, but I think that foul was on 22.
The Harry Small, that was an absolute bar.
Thank you. I've been working on it all day, prepping.
The inbound goes to Rice. Megan directing traffic at the foul line. The ball goes to Horowitz. Kolb for 3. Could you go 2 for 2? Oh, she can't. Tough rebound. Tough bounce. Horowitz getting aggressive, and she misses everything. No backboard. No rim, sadly.
Looked like she was looking for a foul there. Unfortunately, did not get it.
Yeah, it's tough. Hannah Friedman will take up the ball. Bain inside. Turnaround Jay, no good. Rebound by Brody. Brody to Rice. Oh, Rice with a nasty crossover.
That was
trying to get by half court.
That was extraordinary, but great recovery from number 5, who is
Hannah Friedman.
Hannah Friedman, of course. How could I forget?
Another rebound by the Sting and a foul on the Cougars. The coach of Frisch wearing some bright yellow sneakers. I like it. You could always spot her in the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, it really feels like more neon green to me. I feel like yellow would more represent the SAR Sting colors.
I have been told I'm slightly colorblind. My mother says I am. I went to the eye doctor. They said I wasn't, so I don't know.
Listen, your mother is never wrong. Always listen to your mom. For those of you at home, whether you are adults or not, your mother still knows better than you.
Facts. Brody gets fouled. She'll go to the line. Brody trying to get some points here at the charity stripe.
Absolutely.
I call it the charity stripe because they're free.
You know, they are.
It's a free throw, a foul shot. First shot. No good off the backboard. And in comes 0-0. Paige Ratner.
You already know she will be throwing down some monster slams.
Hopefully. Horowitz looking attentive to the rebound. And she gets it. Puts it back up. That one's good.
That's a very high IQ play.
Megan Horowitz, I know we say it a lot, but she really is cooking right now in the first half.
Yeah.
I think she has 8.
Yeah. You know, some people say, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Others say, do you smell what Megan is cooking?
I agree. That was Schachter inside the Bane for the easy lay as I cut the lead to 14. Rice swings it. Now back inside to Horowitz. To Brody. That's a great pass and great teamwork. Brody with the layup. They pushed their lead to 16 if my math is correct. Hopefully Ms. Bouquet taught me well. Schachter to Ratner for 3. Close, but no cigar. Georgia Danishevsky running the ball down. The layup is good. Avi Pretzfelder goes crazy at the scorer's table.
Avi
Go crazy,
is
folks.
Absolutely
Go
losing
crazy.
his mind. And, I mean, I can't blame him. That is the first time I've ever seen someone named after a state drop an absolute dime like that.
Exactly. Megan tries to split the defense, but she goes down to the floor. And the ball will stay with the Sting. Megan's okay. Oh, she'll go to the line. Impressive. We'll see if Megan can capitalize.
I think Frisch is in the bonus, or SAR is in the bonus.
Yeah, 8 fouls there.
8 fouls on Frisch. As many fouls as points, unfortunately, if you are a Frisch fan.
First shot, no good. And as that was a 1-and-1, we will now play out the game here. Hannah Friedman bringing up the ball as Mr. Joffe crosses the broadcast booth over here. And I will say, isn't it just great to be back in the booth?
Absolutely. I mean, there was a big scare with Omicron, but of course, Omicron is nothing on me.
Yes.
So, you know, had to let them know that we would be back.
I was scheduled, me and Harry here were scheduled to announce a girls basketball game a couple weeks ago. Unfortunately, I had to cancel because I unfortunately contracted COVID. I'm alive and well, though, and I'm back. Back better than ever to announce girls varsity basketball.
It's great to be here, too.
That one's way over the head as Ratner throws it over Schachter. So, Harry.
Yes.
What are your opinions on the game so far? How's the defense looking? How's the zone working?
I mean, the zone, spectacular. When you break it down, you know, the pieces, the elements that SAR has had to execute this zone, I mean, it's been flawless, really.
Megan, a rare air ball. She tells herself to calm down.
I think that was more of a block. I'm not sure who had it, but it did seem like someone got a finger on it.
I agree. Here comes Bain. That's tipped. The ball will stay with the Cougars. And an aggressive throw towards the referee. That was Albo. Oh, that was not Albo. That was. Drum roll, please. Hold it, hold it. Do we have a number 2 on the Sting? Or am I just reading it wrong?
It seems like there isn't a number 2.
I'm guessing that's Talia Albo.
Maybe the sheet is wrong,
in the corner.
Unfortunately.
Hopefully not. Danishevsky's double team, jump ball. That ball will stay with the Sting. Yeah, so we have a player on the court whose number on their jersey says 2. I'm not sure if it's a typo on the sheet or a typo on the jersey. I'm assuming that's Talia Albo.
I would assume if it's a typo, it is a typo on the sheet, as it would be pretty tough to have a typo on the jersey.
I agree. Horowitz goes to the floor. She gets back up, runs back on defense. That's just a hustle play. The Sting will get the ball now as they're up 26-8 with 1:03 left in the second quarter. Here comes Rice as he crosses half court. Directing traffic. Pass to Danishevsky. Tipped by the Cougars. That's Hannah Friedman with the ball now. Oh, and Rice playing aggressive defense, which is called for a reach.
Questionable foul call, but, you know, if you press X once on your controller, that's a reach and foul.
I agree. A little Xbox reference there.
Of course, for those of you who are in tune with NBA Jam.
Bain driving inside. Shot from the wing. That one's good. She pumps her fist in excitement.
Yeah,
And I
mean,
agree.
The
You should be
three-pointers have
excited.
not been working for her, but, sometimes when the 3 isn't going, you got to go in for the midi. 3 is bigger than 2, but 2
True.
is bigger than 0.
Oh, nice. That's nice math.
That is
Danishevsky into
great
Horowitz.
math.
Tough shot. Questionable
But
shot
it
selection.
still goes in.
I don't know what to say
Why?
anymore.
Because she's Megan Horowitz.
I really don't know what to say anymore.
Goes in every time. I mean, it's simple math.
Is that 12 points in the first half? Hey, I don't know. I'm not counting.
I don't know. We got to check in with Avi over there at the book. We will get in
Hannah
our
Freeman with
halftime
a
stats.
lethal step back. Can't get it to go. And here comes Rice down the court. Floater. That one's good. Nothing but net. So a little pro comp for you on that play. A little floater game. Kind of looked like Trey Young there.
I mean, I've been seeing a lot of Trey Young, and a half-court shot goes in, but the ref says that does not count. Finally, a 3 for her went in, but
that shot really hard by Galila right there. That was unreal.
Absolutely. I mean, you're really talking about all-pro athleticism to get that
Half-court
off.
shot?
Unfortunately, not
Are
in
you
time.
serious? If you don't like that, you don't like Yeshiva League basketball.
Absolutely.
So it is halftime now, and me and Harry and Emma's here.
Of
She's not
course,
saying anything,
Ishay
but we beg
doesn't
you.
get talked about enough in the booth, but, she's really a vital part
True.
of our broadcast team.
But we beg you, please, don't go anywhere. Just come back, please. This is an exciting game.
I mean, we feel like this is one of the better games going on right now in the Yeshiva League, but
I agree. SAR is up by 20 as the teams go to the locker room. But I feel like we could keep going, honestly. Like, I could talk for days. I really could.
I mean, ooh, as you see me, that's me. Where's the camera?
Me and my signature pink hoodie.
If I can
And
find
so-
the camera, I can find the camera. What's up, camera? It's a great feeling.
If you're not watching for the sport, at least watch for the commentating.
Absolutely.
Emma Shakin says if you're not watching for the sport, at least watch for the commentating. As you know, hopefully by now, I am Ellie Madoff, the one and only Ellie Madoff, alongside the one and only Harry Small,
That's
alongside
me.
the one and only Emma Shakin, alongside the one and only Phil.
Of
Phil,
course.
thank you for setting this all up, for allowing us to execute this broadcast. We love to do it. We love to see our Sting, win some games.
Yeah, of course, and all of Sting Nation in attendance.
Yeah, about all 11 of us right now. But
Seems
it is,
like we've grown since last time.
I
at
agree.
10.
It is growing. That halftime clock now is shifting around. I saw 71 minutes out there one time. Avi Pretzfelder is struggling with the booth, but Lee Joffe goes to help him out. You love to see that. That's teamwork. Emma Shakin is, I don't know what she's giggling about.
But it appears her brother, Joe Shakin, is coming. We'll see if he wants to get in
Will
on the
Jay
action.
Shea get a shot on the camera? Nope, a little more to your right.
Come in. All the way. You can see right here if you're on.
Oh,
it or not.
Joffe with a nice shot. That one's good.
Oh, and it seems like he's 7'4" and cannot fit. Yeah, bend down like the rest of us.
So, please, I've said it once. I'll say it again. Avi Pretzfelder is coming with some stats. He's the Yeshiva League statistician, okay? Don't go anywhere. If you want to hear the stats, stay tuned. I'm going to read out the scorebook for you guys at home.
Yeah, from
Okay.
our own Jeff Gotel, Mr. Gotel, as some know him as. Really, that's where Avi got all of his knowledge from, and you can see, as an athlete, that's who he is.
So, if you at home are confused and maybe questioning whether Harry Small is wearing kippah, he is in fact. You
I
just can't see on the
absolutely
broadcast.
am here. Boom. It'll come off right there. Ooh, this is actually an Avi Pretzfelder keeper. I don't know why I went over there as if it would make it any closer. If you can see that logo right there,
You actually
shout
can.
out
That's
Avi
amazing.
Pretzfelder. Yeah, that's a high-quality camera right there, actually.
Yeah.
He's the one doing our book, and, I thought I'd give him a shout-out because he has a phenomenal bar mitzvah kippah. And
I
really,
agree.
this is one of the few kippahs that has lasted all of the time since we've been bar mitzvah age.
So I will say, that is the real, test of time there. If your kippah can last into high school from your bar mitzvah, you got a good kippah.
Yeah.
And now here comes Avi Pretzfelder with the score.
This is an artifact for some of you. That is your keeper. He seems very excited. You can hold your keeper too.
And guess what, guys?
There he is.
A
the
nice
man, the
treat
myth,
for
the
you. I'm going to
legend.
read out the scorebook. Talia Albo
Who
number
is
two.
number 2, by the way,
does not have
for
any
those
points.
of you wondering at home.
Rebecca Brody, number 30, with 2, 4, 6, 8,
Who do we appreciate?
10 points in the first half, folks. Love to see that. Georgia Danishevsky. I just love that last name. I don't know about you.
Absolutely. I mean, the combo from Georgia to Danishevsky, I mean, that's a great name.
Number 5, she has 2 points. Megan Horowitz, how many does she have? She has only 8, which is surprising to me. I thought she had more like 12.
Yeah, I mean, it really felt like she was outscoring all of Frisch on her own. But
She actually is out. Oh, she's not.
yeah.
Becca
10
Brody.
is, in fact, larger than 8. We can see that
You're
your math
correct.
teacher
You're
is
right.
unfortunately not doing as good of a job with you as we once thought.
You're correct. Layla Kolb with a nice 3 from the corner. That was just a nice touch. She has 5. And then Ellie Rice with 4. Now, while Ellie Rice only has 4, she's making her impact on other areas of the court. She's commanding the offense. She's commanding the defense. She's directing traffic. She's leading her huddle. She is the senior leader of this team. The team relies on her to lead them.
Yeah, she's really a captain as, you know, she's a real leader for the team, you know, directs the offense, makes it so that Megan and Brody can do what they do in the paint.
I agree. And I feel like our captain in training, Megan Horowitz, the junior, she should, you know, maybe take some points from Ellie Rice to, you know, keep this spirit going into the next season when the seniors graduate. We'll be the seniors next year.
We will.
It is crazy to think about that. We're going to be seniors next year. It
Yeah.
feels like it's been 2 days. First
That
year.
means you've got another year of us in the broadcast booth. Is really how
Lucky
I'm seeing
you
it.
guys at home.
As Avi almost makes a half-court shot. I mean, there's a reason he's got there's a reason I've got this keeper is because that's a true 5-star track athlete, basketball player. Hell, he's the catcher for the SAR Sting.
Wow, and here comes
Baseball
Frisch. Frisch out of the locker room. They break the
They
huddle.
have one person clapping for them. I'll
But they're
do it
ready for the
too
second half.
because I feel like they don't have enough fans here. Really, 11 is a bigger number than 1, so, you know, I'll be their fan.
And Paige Ratner with a nice blue-flavored Gatorade. That's the large. right
That
there.
is
It's
a
large
very
Gatorade.
nice Gatorade. Looks very immaculate. I feel like if she would throw down a dunk, it would really improve the taste of that Gatorade.
I agree. So SAR is still in the locker room. I doubt they have much to talk about because I would say that first half was pretty perfect.
Exemplimentary.
But
some may say.
Avi coming back for the book. So
It's tough that we're not going to be able to see it, but, you know.
the camera's over there. Is that Ari Fenster on the phone here? Ari Fenster. How's it going, man?
I'll wave to you, too.
Apparently the link is not working on the broadcast. Is that true? I doubt it.
The what? Say the win?
Okay. I think it's okay.
What's not working?
The link.
Ooh. That is tough. Let's see how
And
How's
here come the
faring?
Sting. The Sting ready for the second half. See if they can keep it going.
yeah, it's not there.
As we zoom out.
I think some may say pan out, too.
I'm not sure if that's the correct term, but the teams are warming up. There's 54 seconds left in the halftime period here.
Yeah, it's just before that it looked like
Oh.
Emma Shakin in our
And who was
broadcast
that?
booth was playing rock, paper, scissors with number 21 on Frisch. I don't know what that was about. It seems like maybe she wants to transfer out of this school.
Yeah, so the
She
link.
says she does not want to transfer, and I can't repeat what she just said about Frisch. So I don't know. I mean, I think Frisch is a great school, but it seems like Emma Shakin in our booth does
Okay.
not think so, unfortunately. So for those of you parents at home, I don't know.
Okay. My mother has just texted me.
Oh.
She hears me on the broadcast. Shout out to Mom.
Shout out to Mom. I mean, Mom always knows what's best. That is a fact. We gave mothers in general a shout out earlier. So shout out to Ellie Madoff's mom.
Yeah, true. My sister also wants everyone to say hi. Tali Madoff. What's poppin'?
Yeah, that is the brother of not only Ellie Madoff, but
Actually,
also
the sister.
Jacob.
The
Oh,
sister.
the sister. Forgive me. That is a very common mistake made by morons. But that is also the sister of Jacob Madoff, superstar freshman. You know, that's what I would call him.
So the second half has started, and we are underway. The Frisch Cougars, I believe, won the had the possession to start off. The Sting now have it. Pass inside to Horowitz. Shot up. Foul called. She'll go to the line.
You got to foul her. There's nothing else you can do. Otherwise, it's an automatic bucket, and that's
Hey,
a fact.
if you can't contain her, you know what you got to do. You got to foul her. Send her to the line. Make her shoot free throws. As she practices her shot form there, to see on the camera.
Yeah,
We'll
I
see if
thought
she
you
can
were
hit
going to
the-
rhyme there. Unfortunately, you didn't.
No, I'm not that quick.
Yeah.
Megan off the left rim. She'll have one more. Megan with the shot. No good. Rebound Frisch. Number 32. That's Annabelle Silverman coming down the court. Swung to Friedman. Pump fake.
What a move
Shot.
to draw the
Foul.
foul.
Hannah Friedman will go to the line for 2. We'll see if she could hit some back-to-backs here at the charity stripe. The first shot. No good. As her teammates come to
How much of a charity stripe has it been as both teams have had trouble making free throws?
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, you'd like to see more disciplined free throw shooting.
Second shot from Friedman. Shot up. No good. Rebound by Frisch.
Great hustle by number 32, and
That
the
shot's
basket.
going. By Sarah Yolkut. That is an extremely hard name to pronounce.
Yeah, I mean, Frisch has some difficult names, but you know.
That's Kolb at the top of the key, getting double teamed. She swings it down to the key. Pass over the head of Brody, but it stays with the Sting as it was tipped by the Cougars. You love to see that. The possession arrow staying with SAR. Alba will inbound, try and get it to Horowitz, but she'll go out of bounds.
No, I think possession is staying with the Sting once again.
You're right. I'm off my game today.
Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe you need to up your glasses prescription because that seemed like a pretty easy call to me.
I agree. Kolb with the 3. That's no good. A struggle for the ball. Megan Horowitz goes flying to the ground, and it seems like half the floor is on the ground right now. Half the
I would say
court.
half the players.
Yeah, I agree.
Half of the athletes.
Shot. No good. Annabelle Silverman to the corner. Foul called on Ellie Rice. And we'll get a chance to see the Cougars inbound play here as the players fan out. Shot to the corner. Pass to the corner by Sarah Yolkert. Inside to Silverman. Great catch and shot. No good. Tries to get the rebound. She's struggling. Becca Brody with the rebound. The ball is loose again. Taken by Frisch. Deflected by Horowitz. Horowitz is playing aggressive tonight. You love to see that.
Absolutely. I mean, the zone really allows for some aggressive decisions that you really love to see.
Oh, and the Sting are the last to touch it. The referee points to the Cougars. And the question here in the second half, will we see Julia Leibowitz?
I mean, I really hope so. I feel like if SAR, you know, starts to blow the lead, there's really only one player that they can put in.
I agree. The lead is now up to 18, 30 to 20, 30 to 12. That shot no good by Yolkut. Rebound, the Sting. Lola Kolb will take it up. She tries to cross over the defense there. Megan Horowitz on the top of the key. Swung down to the corner. Back to Horowitz. The ball movement is incredible to Danishevsky. Can't hit. Rebound Horowitz. Into Brody. Layup. No good. That ball's out of bounds. And it will go to the Cougars as the referee does a nice little shuffle down there. I've gotten word from home. Your voice is very soothing on air.
Wow, that's great to hear. Who has said that?
That would be Abby.
That's great to hear. I mean, really, that's what I aim to do for all of you in attendance, or actually not in attendance. Ooh, that looked like a torn ACL.
And you love to see that.
It is not.
Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem. I mean,
Lola Kolb goes to the ground, but she's actually helped up by first player. That's a She League basketball at its finest, folks.
Not only does she not have a torn ACL, but she has the same LeBrons that I had when I was a superstar athlete in SAR Academy intramurals basketball. For all of you at home who attended that.
Kolb to the corner. The ball movement impeccable right now. Horowitz putting her hands up. She wants the ball. Danishevsky's trying to get it to her. She can't. Back to Kolb. Kolb inside to Albo. It finally gets to Horowitz. Shot. That one's good.
Of course it is.
And there's smoke coming off the fingertips of Megan Horowitz as she is on fire. To the corner. 3 ball. And that one is all air. And we'll go to Phil now for the viewer count. 17.
17.
Hey,
I mean, listen.
It's growing. It's growing.
For those of you at home who aren't watching, get on that.
Ball movement inside. Tries to get it to Horowitz. That one's tipped. And folks at home, if you're watching, I know you guys have great chats. Friends you could text.
Put in the link.
Tell them.
Tell them that this is probably the best basketball game I've seen in the last couple of years.
Horowitz
especially when given the magnitude of the rivalry. Hopefully our booth assistant, Emma Shakin, a marketing genius, will send the link around to get more people on it.
I agree. Here comes Bain down the court. Pass
She said
inside.
she will.
Shot.
She will
all
not
air.
do it because I don't know why. What a save.
Oh. Questionable call. Megan nods her head in agreement. And now she smiles to the broadcast booth. You love to see that. Let's go. That hyped me up. Megan Horowitz with a smile towards the broadcast booth. Annabelle Silverman to Bain up top. Inside. Covered by Brody. Good defense by Lola Kolb. Here come the Sting. Oh, and that one's rejected.
That's 24-on-24 action. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. I mean, listen, live it up.
That's Sydney Weinblut. I apologize for the last name. I really do. I'm trying here, folks. Lola Kolb will go to the line for
Sydney's
two.
family is really upset at you now.
I really hope you're not, because it's a great name. I just have trouble pronouncing it. First shot. No good. Off the back rim. We'll see. Will the referee give a bounce pass or a chest pass for the... Oh, a bounce pass. You love to see that.
You know, on free throws, I'm more of a bounce pass kind of guy.
That is kind of refereeing 101. The second shot. No good. Off the backboard. Megan Horowitz with the rebound. Again. That one's good.
You know, Megan Horowitz may be on double-double watch as well.
I agree. Bain inside to Weinblut. That one's blocked by Brody.
Rejection.
And Brody has the wingspan to get those blocks with ease. Here comes Danishevsky. Gets at the top to Kolb. That one almost stolen by Bain. The ball on the floor. Danishevsky goes down. Albo with the ball now to Kolb. Physical play on the basketball by Danishevsky as she goes to the ground to save the possession for the Sting. Ball swung around. Albo fakes the shot. Now she'll go for the floater. That one's no good. Covered by Brody. Back at the Kolb. Swung to Danishevsky. I'm saying a lot of names here, folks, but I'm getting the hang of it. That shot's no good, and the rebound goes to Weinblut. She comes down with the right hand. Layup's no good. Rebound goes to Frisch. That one's good. Eliana Bain with the rebound, put back, and the basket.
It's great to see the adjustment that she's made.
I
The
agree.
three-pointers were not falling for her early, but, you know, sometimes you got to switch up the game plan.
I agree. That one's tipped, but it stays with the Sting. Eliana Bain is very active on the defensive side of the ball today. You love to see that. Varsity basketball, they teach you be active defensively. Keep your feet moving, and it's paying off. Georgia Danishevsky misses everything as she shoots the ball behind the backboard. Hopefully she'll cover
The call
from that.
was a block, maybe a steal. You know, more of a tipped pass in
I
my
agree.
eyes. No
I agree.
steal.
Pass inside to Horowitz with the right hand, no good. Rebound to Brody, put back up, blocked, recovered by the Sting. Inside to Brody, the senior tandem. Shot and the foul.
One.
Nope, that call was on the floor.
Never mind, not an and one.
I got hyped up for a second. He's on the floor. Here comes Zoe Fromm in for a Tara Albo. Not a Tara Albo. Talia Albo. Tara Albo is her sister, correct?
Yeah, I would say that is the case.
Shot, no good. Can Brody get the rebound? Of course you can. Horowitz up top to Danishevsky. Swung to Rice. Rice inside, over the head of Horowitz to Fromm. Now inside to Horowitz, back out to Rice. 3 ball, no good. And that shot was taken from the Riverdale Kosher Market parking lot, I would say.
Yeah, that was
Way out there.
quite a deep three. I mean, Hall of Fame deep threes, as Megan's shot does not go in.
So, you can't get every shot to fall, but you win some, you lose some. Here comes Bain with the right hand. Shot, foul. She'll go to the line for 2. And her team is hyped up. Sarah Yolkett with a nice high five. to her teammate.
Absolutely.
And now Eliana Bain will go to the foul line here. So, I believe you could see us in the broadcast booth over here. I'll give a nice big wave
Of course.
to all the 17 viewers at home.
That is
What's
the wave
going on?
that your mom does when she sees you very far away, and I don't really understand that wave, why it's done, because literally everybody in the world sees you, and I feel like it's really unnecessary.
Excuse me?
No, I'm talking about when mothers do it.
I
Of course,
feel like it's less
respect to all
about. I
mothers,
feel like
you
the
know.
mother waving to the player is less about everyone seeing her. It's more about showing her appreciation. You know, that's
Absolutely.
what every young student athlete needs, a mother's appreciation.
True.
We need encouragement. We need to encourage our kids to play sports and to participate in school activities. You can do algebra and play basketball at the same time, folks. I know.
It
I
is-
know
it
some
is
people don't believe
possible.
it. It's possible.
In my case, I do neither.
That three
as
ball,
that
no good.
three
Rebound,
ball will
Horowitz.
not be-
I feel like I'm cutting you off. I apologize.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, I feel like the insight really is both ways.
And Emma Shakin says
not-
bye as she leaves the broadcast booth. It appears she's going home, and she will now go around the other way. That shot, no good by Rice.
When
Rebound,
Frisch
Cougar.
comes down this way, maybe you will see her leaving.
I agree.
As
That
there-
ball off the foot of Bain. She tries to recover, but she fails, unfortunately. I will say, Bain, unreal last name. Kind of like
Yeah.
the villain from Batman.
Yeah, I mean, when I see Bain, I think of Desmond Bain, player on the Memphis Grizzlies. Pro comp, potentially. I think I see more of Candace Parker in her.
I
but,
agree. I agree.
you know.
Maybe a little Maya Moore.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's a 3-time MVP.
And oh my, aggressive pass inside to Horowitz. She can't handle it. So, even the person in the world with the best coordination, I don't think could handle that ball. That ball was thrown in there about 105 miles an hour. I saw.
Yeah, I mean, you're
The,
talking
uh,
about Jacob DeGrom level speeds
Yeah,
on
you
that
are,
one.
you
I
are.
mean, that arm, she might have to play for the baseball team if she
I agree.
can throw like that.
Coming up with the ball is Eva Rothschild as she gets the inbound from Bain. Setting up the defense. Back
As
to
Avi
Rothschild.
Pressfelder starting a defense chant.
That shot no good. Rebound by Brody. Brody is a rebound machine.
That has to be like her 15th rebound at this point.
I agree. Here comes Rice. Pass inside, way high. The ball will go to the Cougars. The Cougars trying to cut the lead here. They're down by 20 in the third quarter with 1:03 remaining.
Yeah, this has actually been a very good defensive quarter.
Yeah, and I
for
would
both
say,
teams.
while the Stinger up by 20, the game still feels competitive. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for the most part of this third quarter, it feels like they've been neck and neck, but the early 20-point lead from the Sting has really boosted them.
I agree. That shot no good. Another rebound by Brody. She gives it to her point guard there, Ellie Rice, the senior. Down comes Rice, being chased by Rothschild, tipped away, ball on the floor. And the Cougars recover, up to Bain. Here comes the layup. It's good. The bench goes crazy. I wouldn't say crazy. I'd say mild clap. So I wanted to say crazy.
Would you say the extra players on Frisch give them a bit of a home court advantage, even in away games?
You know what? I had not thought of that, but that's absolutely genius.
Yeah,
It boosts their morale.
absolutely. I mean, when you've got a filled out bench, a full roster of players always cheering you on, I feel like that's very helpful.
I agree. Here comes Rothschild. Setting up the offense. Pulls a three ball. That one's off the front rim. Rebound. Fight for the ball, but the Sting come out with the ball. Top to Zoe Fromm. She can't get there. The Cougars will get the ball back.
I think the quarter will end before that, but regardless,
So-
that is
A big talking point. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. Continue.
no. I was just gonna say that's a good way to end the quarter for the Sting, even
I
if
agree.
it went out of bounds.
So now the Sting are up 18. High.
That's
It's the fourth quarter.
that's the number.
Would you say it's time for us to see some juniors? Abigail Thaw, Julia Leibowitz, maybe Jordana Weinstein.
I feel like that's kind of asking, is the sky blue? That's obvious, yes.
Does
I
the
mean,
Pope wear a funny hat?
Does the Pope wear a funny hat? Absolutely. Some may say it's quite fun. He's a fun guy, kind of like Kawhi Leonard. You know who else is like Kawhi Leonard? Julia Leibowitz, #1 for the SAR Sting.
You know what?
Defensive monster, mid-range assassin.
And this is why it's truly an honor to be in the booth with Harry Small.
Oh,
He always ties it back to
Pleasure's mine.
basketball. Always ties it back to basketball. And a nice handshake here in the broadcast booth. As The huddles will break.
Seems
The
like
Cougars
Frisch
are
is
ready.
out of their huddle first, which is interesting as they're
And
down
no
by
Julie Leibowitz on the court.
such a large margin.
No Abigail Thal on the court. No Jordana Weinstein on the court. It seems like they'll stick with their starting lineup. Even though they're up by 18.
Yeah, it really feels like they've stuck with this group throughout the game. No
They're-
reserves, really.
They're
But,
keeping the pressure on.
you know, if you had such a star-studded starting five, maybe you don't take them out either. Although, when you've got such a star-studded bench, I mean, who do you go to?
I'm not sure if you saw that, but on the sideline, I don't know whose parent that is or whose acquaintance that is, but a beautiful catch on the sideline.
Yeah, great reaction time.
Yeah,
Got to
I
put
agree.
that on the scouting report.
Oh, and that ball snatched out of the air. Here comes Bain. Crossover into the lane. Dish to Weinbolt. That one's good with the right hand. I'll take a nice sip of my Mango Madness Snapple now.
Yeah, one of the better Snapple flavors. If you like apple Snapple, please log off. As much as I love your viewership, I'm sorry, we can't have that. Probably the
yeah.
worst Snapple flavor.
Yeah, I agree. For those of you who like apple Snapple at home, why don't you drink normal apple juice? And I will say that
Yeah.
normal apple juice is better than apple Snapple.
I think that that's undisputed. I mean, apple cider's better. There's so many different apple beverages that are better.
I agree. Bain inside to Weinbolt. Back to Bain. Underhand layup. That's blocked by Brody. Megan Horowitz can't handle it. Oh, and it's saved by Sting. Horowitz to Brody. Brody. Back to Horowitz. Some confusion now as they finally find their point guard, Georgia Danishevsky. We'll see what we can do here. To Albo in the corner. Shot up. No good. Ellie Rice getting active on the sideline. She'll come with the sub soon. Here comes Sydney Weinbolt. Falling to the floor.
Maybe
That
some
shot's
may
good.
say an and one, but regardlwas, that is a basket.
I would say a good no call. The hands-on defense were up. The feet were set. So that was a tough shot, though. That ball tipped away from Lola Kolb. She tries to save it. It's stolen by Rothschild. Up to Bain.
This Frisch defense has become smothering.
Oh, and
but-
Bain was outside when she touched it. She argues with the ref a little bit, not too much, but the Sting will keep possession here.
Yeah, number 15. That's almost the lead differential. 16, very close, only one off. That's pretty close. But number 15 has been a huge factor for the Sting. Again, a part of the big three mentioned earlier.
So number 15, it's Ellie Rice, and I just gotten word. It is not Apple Snapple.
Ooh,
It's actually called Snapple Apple.
that's even worse. When
is
you
even
think
worse.
about Apple products, you think about,
Apple
juice,
Apple pie.
the iPhone, iPad,
Yeah.
even iPod Touch for those of you who were born in 1960. But you never think about Snapple Apple. That's just never the first thing to cross my mind. Really never the second or third thing.
I would even go as far as say the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of the 8th, that's not today. Today is the 4th. But this is the 8th time that Frisch has scored this quarter as number 13. That's
Eva Rothschild.
Eva Rothschild for those of you at home.
Another tough pass inside by Horowitz. She handles it. The right hand layup, no good. Rebound by Rice. Back to Horowitz. Horowitz being vocal, and she'll be fouled. They can't contain her. They got to foul her. This is what happens. When
Yeah.
you're so dominant on the basketball court, all they can do is foul you. And eventually, they'll get shots at the line. Those are easy points. If you get, let's say, 10 fouls to the line, you should be
What a
hitting
cut.
at least 6. Now they find her inside for the easy layup with the right hand.
Absolutely.
This is just what she does. She comes to school every day. She takes notes. She studies. She's always in the base. And then what she does after school? She gets mad buckets.
And every once in a while, sending me a history review sheet. You love to see that. I mean, not to flex here, but, 94 on the last test, and I really feel like a lot of that is due in part to Megan Horowitz.
That one's stolen by Sydney Weinbolt. She has the open layup. Can she convert it? No.
Ooh.
She throws her
That
hands
feels
up
like
in
it's
disbelief.
been like maybe her 9th steal.
So the defense for the Cougars here has been pretty efficient. They struggle to convert on the wide open layups. I feel like it would be a closer game if they could have made at least a couple more layups. And the
Yeah.
defensive chant
That felt
gets
like
loud.
it's been a problem. Again, the home court advantage for Frisch, even if they're on the road, that I talked about earlier when you have such a loaded bench.
Rice using the screen. She goes to the corner. Now she's double teamed. Pass inside to Horowitz. Again, that one's good. That wasn't Horowitz. That was Georgia
not-
Danishevsky. I
Absolutely.
apologize.
Also, Jordana Weinstein, part of the junior class of 2023, has checked into the game.
Shkoya.
Got to give a shout out to 2023.
Bain inside to Eva Rothschild for 3. That one's no good. Struggle for the ball. Rebound, Ellie Rice. She'll go down the side of the court. Up to Kolb. She struggled to keep it in bounds, and she is called for a travel.
Interesting.
And in comes Talia Albo, the senior, for Lola Kolb. And Becca Brody, who is the sister of Josh Brody, not Rafi Jasper Brody.
Oh,
Josh
unfortunately, repping the junior class. Jordana's already out of the game. That's
true.
Unfortunate to see.
The first bench doing some coaching now on the sideline. I love to see that. Eva Rothschild aggressive to the hoop. Down goes Megan.
That's got to be a charge.
And that's a charge.
And it is.
Way to draw it. And she gets up smiling.
What a high IQ play.
Ear-to-ear smile by Megan Horowitz.
This is why she's not top 3, top 2. She's top 1.
I agree. That's a beautiful drawn charge by Megan Horowitz. And she is fired up.
Yeah, I mean, those are the intangible things that don't show up in our scorebook, of course, done by Avi Pretzfelder.
Agreed. You know what? You can't teach IQ. You just got to have it. That's a deep 3 by Danishevsky. No good. She gets the rebound. No good again. But that's a good hustle play. You always got to follow your shot. The coaches always tell you, put a shot up, you follow it to the rim, you get a rebound, you might get a chance at a wide open layup.
Yeah,
you never know.
That gives SAR an extra possession right here. You love to see that.
I agree.
Oh, what a pass.
Becca Brody, the shot's no good. It's called for a travel. And Cougars will regain possession here. They're down by 16 here with 3:55 or so to go. It seems like this game will come out as a win for the SIR Sting, but we will see if
but
maybe
you
they
can never count out Frisch if they can make plays like that.
True,
Great
that's a
pass,
nice cut and layup by Hannah Schachter, and a timeout is called by the Sting. She wants to talk things over.
I feel like this timeout is for one purpose only.
Is it to get in Julia Leibowitz?
I think it's to get in Julia Leibowitz.
Maybe Abigail Thal.
Maybe as well. I mean, like, that's really the secret weapon of this team.
I agree. The water gets thrown around to the Frisch players here.
Yeah, they seem to be well hydrated.
And I'm going to hydrate too. With once again,
Absolutely.
my
Mango
Madness.
Of
And
course.
Mango Madness, for the folks at home that were wondering, only has 5 milligrams of sodium.
Ooh. That's quite low in comparison to a Snapple Apple.
Oh, no, it's actually 10 milligrams in the whole bottle.
Ooh, that's quite a lot.
That's actually not a lot because it's 1% of your daily total.
Oh.
And I'm going to take a nice sip here.
Maybe our daily totals are too high.
Yep, I said it. I love maybe some Snapple. I love some Mango Madness over here.
I gotta say, Peach Tea definitely reigns supreme, but is getting quite old. I gotta say, you know, I have it most to every day, and it's really becoming a bit of a chore.
Rothschild throws it up. That one's almost blocked, but the shot is good by number 22.
That would have been the rejection of the century. I mean, you talk about like
would've.
LeBron James Game 7 of the finals.
But
That
Kayla
would have been
Chevrolet's
up there.
finish. Stolen again by Rothschild on the baseline, and she is fouled. I thought she was out of bounds, but I guess she's fouled.
I did as well. Frisch definitely making a comeback here, but, you know, SAR is still up by 12.
Time is definitely a factor here. They're fighting against the clock. That shot by Weinbolt, no good. The rebound goes to Becca Brody, but it's a jump ball. Where will the ball go? To the Sting. And now the Sting will turn on the press. Oh, no, they won't. Never mind.
I think you mean
The Cougars. Oh, and here comes Hannah Schachter. That shot for
Bain
three is no
again.
good.
Her
Tipped
threes
up.
just have not
That
been
one's
falling
rebound by
right now.
Weinbolt. Shot up, no good. Oh, and a beautiful rebound
Oh,
by
man.
Ellie Rice. She comes throwing down the court. The layup.
Oh,
Blocked
what
by
a
Weinbolt.
block.
Horowitz with the shot. She's fouled. She'll go to the line. And
What
the
is that,
Frisch-
like the 13th time she's been fouled?
It is. And the Frisch coach is in
They simply
disbelief.
cannot stop her.
So in the NBA, they call this body hunting,
Yeah.
where you hunt for fouls.
Of course.
It's an easy way to score points. You go to the line. You got to be hitting at least 1 out of 2. If you go there 5 times, that's 2.5 points. I know that's not halves. But let's say you go there 8 times. You go there 4 points. The first shot, no good.
That's unfortunate to see, but, you know,
As
she
Eva
still has a second
Rothschild,
shot.
True, as Eva Rothschild throws her water ball to the ground with authority. As
Yeah,
Megan
that's
Horowitz
a
hits the
real
second
alpha
one.
move right there. You
I
can tell
agree.
that she's probably the point guard for the team. Also, if you've been watching, you can see that she handles the ball most of the time.
Eva Rothschild inside to her teammate Sydney Weinbolt. Kayla Schiff struggles to get the ball, and that ball is tapped up to Jordan Danishevsky. She fakes to no one. That ball's blocked, but a foul called on the
Frisch
Frisch bench.
was
Oh.
elated until they found out that it was in fact a foul, because that looked more like a train wreck than a block, if you ask me.
I agree. I'm not sure, but I agree. Georgia Danishevsky going to the line, trying it 2 for 2 here. Let's go. First shot. Oh, rims out. No good.
Thought she could get a double bounce there. She went 2 for 2. That
And
would
guess
be
what?
100%.
Guess what I'm going to do?
What are you
I'm
going to
taking
do?
another sip of the Mango Madness.
Oh, man. The
Yup.
Mango Madness. Oh,
Rebound,
the
no
Frisch
good.
coach is elated. Or I don't think I used elated correctly.
A travel called, I guess. I'm not
I
quite
meant
sure.
to use the word upset if I didn't
True.
use elated correctly. You know, my 4th grade English teacher did not teach me enough to do this right now.
Here comes Hannah Schachter. Inside, Kayla Schiff. Shot no good. Schiff and Brody fighting for the ball. Foul called. Jump ball called. A disagreement with the referees. And now the Frisch bench asking questions to the refs. But we all know number 1 rule of basketball. Don't question the ref.
Yeah, the ref is always right, even if they are not.
Weinbolt to Schachter. Up to Rothschild.
Ooh, that felt
What's
like
the
it
defense?
could be a
Shot.
travel,
That's
but
good.
regardless, it doesn't matter because it wasn't called, so it's a bucket.
They cut the lead to 10 with 2:11 to go.
Ooh,
Rice.
interesting play by the Sting.
Rice will take it up now. She's double teamed. Up to Horowitz. Oh, and down goes Sydney Weinbolt. And she looks like she might be hurt. Hopefully she can get up. And she will. You'd love to
Fortunately,
see
she
that.
is fine. If you are a Frisch fan at home,
And the Frisch bench claps along with Ellie Madoff. Oh, wait. That's me. Yep, I'm clapping.
and I'm clapping too, because you know what? We are a fan of player safety here at SAR.
A healthy player is a happy player, and a happy player is a happy coach, and a happy coach is a happy team. And know what a happy team
Absolutely.
is?
A winning team.
Exactly.
That's the winning formula.
Horowitz, the first shot. That one's good.
What is that, like her 16th free throw? She's not Shaquille O'Neal. She drains these.
I agree. So it seems like the viewers at home want to know what type of Snapple I'm drinking. Guess what kind it is, guys? It's still Mango Madness. It's still Mango
Absolutely.
Madness.
I would say probably the third best Snapple flavor. I would love to see a poll.
Nice Mango Madness swig right there.
Quite.
Rebound goes to the Sting. Ellie Rice up to Danishevsky. Layup. That one's good.
What a bucket. That could be the difference between winning and losing right now. I mean, I don't know if Frisch could score 12 points
The 2-on-1.
2 minutes regardless.
Becca Brody with the great defense. They try and kick it out, and it would stay with the red. The red team
Yeah,
there.
it feels like Frisch is heating up right now, but really at the wrong time. And really, it would have been nicer if they did that earlier because it's quite chilly in this gym.
I agree. And you know what? There's a Michael Jordan quote, the great Michael Jordan.
Oh,
He
I'd
said,
love to hear it.
He said, I never lost. I just ran out of time. And I feel like that's kind of what Frisch is talking about here, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, a bunch of the players will be posting on Instagram with that quote after this game just to show.
Oh, Horowitz
how
on the
cool
floor
they are.
again. She's hustling for the ball. The ball movement picking up now, but it might be too late. Bain with the shot, rebound Horowitz. She might have a double-double.
I think that's got to be more than
And
a
she
double
nods her
double.
head in agreement.
In
She
my eyes,
is
she's got a triple
playing
double.
great tonight. This is a great game tonight for Megan Horowitz, Becca Brody, Ellie Rice. Honestly, the whole team. I don't know what they're going to talk about in the huddle today because this was just a perfect game all around.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to talk about maybe one player who didn't get enough time.
I agree. I feel like a couple players didn't get enough time.
Yeah.
But, this is what happens.
Sometimes in a big rivalry, you gotta cut down the rotation.
Yep. And you guessed it. Megan Horowitz will go to the line again. She misses everything. But at this point, it doesn't really matter because the Stinger up 14 with a minute 15 to go.
Absolutely.
We'll see if she can come back with the second shot and
And the
maybe gain
great
her
saying
confidence.
is if you go 50% every time, then that means you'll go 1 for 2.
I agree. And there's Horowitz with the second shot. It falls. Rothschild rushing up the court. Splits the defense. Feed inside to Weinbolt. She puts the shot up. That one's no good. Rebound Brody. Stolen
for
by
like
Bain.
15th rebound, but that's a turnover, and it will prove to not be costly as Megan gets her 16th rebound.
Horowitz up to Danishevsky. The ball
Crossover
handling.
of a century, but, the game's low-key kind of over, so people aren't really noticing that. 52.1 seconds left on the clock. If you were not to put in .1, you would actually lose some points on a math test, as you always got to put in decimals, maybe do a little bit of rounding.
Exactly. as the hope is dwindling here for the Frisch Cougars. It looks like the Sting will come out on top with the win. You'll have to see that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an SAR Sting fan, that's great to see. They go from 3-4 to 4-4, which is no longer a losing record.
And now, as Megan Horowitz shoots her, I don't know what foul shot this is. I will read you the
What are we
fact.
saying? 21st?
I will read
That's my
I will
prediction.
read you the fact on my Snapple cap. The fact is, frogs never drink. I don't think that's true. They live in water. How do they not drink?
Yeah, I mean, they have to at least absorb water. I mean, if I were to sit in water all day, I feel like I would drink a bit too.
That shot's good by Frisch as they're trying to still cut the lead, but it looks like the Sting will run the clock out. Horowitz inside. She still puts the shot up. No good. I wanted that one to go. Bang with the
I mean,
rebound.
I think she wants the 50 bomb, but
Bang with the layup. That one's good. You know what? Why not? Get the stats up.
yeah,
Get the points up.
feels like the 50 burger just won't happen, unfortunately, as maybe SAR trying to run out a bit of clock there by losing the ball.
At the high IQ play.
That's very high IQ.
Who
but
is that?
They
Is
are
that-
winning by 13.
Is that Bill Belichick on the sideline? No.
It might be. She is my 4th grade English teacher, as I said before, but she may also be Bill Belichick.
Rice handles it
We
up to
don't know.
Danishevsky, and she'll hold the ball to run out the clock. Inside to Horowitz. She to shoot the layup. Oh, that's
Ooh.
embarrassing.
That is
But you know what?
a very
it doesn't
rare
matter
sight.
because she has probably 20 points tonight. Bain for the shot. No good.
Cannot beat the buzzer, unfortunately. And the SAR Sting win by 13 points.
Their record now improves to 4-4 as Frisch fall to 5-3. The teams will shake hands. We're going to do our signing off segment here as the refs walk off the court. Great game, guys.
Great
The
game.
refs had a great game today. Mr. Joffe's smiling because he knows it's true. He just does. The refs did a great game. And you know what? It's tough to have a great game when you've refereed 2 games in a
Oh,
row.
Thank you.
Mr. Joffe says we had a great game. I hope we did.
I mean,
And,
I feel like we did, but for those
yeah.
of you at home, I'd love to know what you guys think. I think SAR had a great game.
So, the final score, 47-34. And I'm Ellie Madoff,
I'm Harry Small.
and we're signing off from the Hive.